story from the project. Innocent black man. Let me be clear. Damn, man. The story from the project. Innocent black.
What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Small Account Challenge. Today is day number 87. Early this morning, I was listening to a replay of Trapping Tuesdays from Wall Street Trapper. And the introduction, because he normally goes through a motivational introduction, and that bad boy was on fire, so I had to represent for the brother today. Because what he was talking about, he said, the market will bring us freedom, escaping the proverbial corporate plantation. And that resonated with me, because that's exactly why I started this challenge. That's exactly why you joined this challenge, because we want freedom. We don't care about material things. No one cares about that stuff. That stuff don't matter. What matters is options and the freedom to choose those options. That's why we do what we do. So this morning, I went into the market with laser focus, continuing to build this account, and we was able to pull out our profit target. And I'm going to tell you exactly how we did it. And today, midday market recap. All right, y'all, let's go over the trades from this morning. Got into a number of trades. Like I said, we didn't lose on none of them except one. Laser focus. Our first trade of the day was on Meta to the downside. This was at 932, and you know I don't trade the first candle, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why I traded this one. Let's pull the charts up. All right, it should be coming on your screen in just a second. All right, so now I don't like the first candle normally because I don't know what's happening in terms of who's in control, but when I can tell who's in control, it's an easy decision. And this morning, Meta had gapped down in the pre-market, so I pretty much was watching to see if the bids were going to continue controlling, and that's exactly what happened when the market opened up. They were still in control, so we jumped in on this first candle at 932, wrote it down, and we got out at 939, which is on the third candle in the market. As that bad boy opened up, it wrote it down, and we caught a nice trade on that one at the open. And you know, once the first trade is green, now we are sitting in the driving seat for the morning, and we pretty much got our pulse, a heartbeat of the market for this morning, and now we can continue from there. Our next trade was on Meta to the upside. This was at 941. All right, now, so this candle closes at 940. We want this going up. On the very next candle, even though it's a green candle, we jump in, like I said, at 941. It squeezes up a little bit, but we got in a little bit too high, and we end up getting out on one candle later, break even, because we got in too high. So when it went up and went back down, we wasn't fast enough on the trigger. So we figured, you know what? We still sitting green on the day. We break even on that trade. No need to force the trade. Our next trade was on Meta again to the downside at 1003. All right, here we go. At 950, we got pretty much a doji candle, a candle of indecision. That's candle we got out of. And then we watching the next candle, which is the 955 candle. We watch it squeezing up, because now I don't like to chase, so now I gotta wait for a reverse move. We finally get the reverse move on the next candle, which is the 10 o'clock candle. It starts fading down, and I wait for it to break the previous candle low. It does. We jump in at 1003. And because we figured the downward pressure is winning, we hold for a couple of minutes, and it continues pressing down, and we get out at 1005 for another green trade. That's what I like. So now we got back-to-back green trades and a break-even trade. So now we really having a good day this morning. So now I noticed that the volume starting to go down in Meta. So now we shoot over into the next stock that we like to watch, which is SPY. And we got into this one at 1015 to the upside. Let's pull the charts up. All right, 1015 to the upside. All right, now, SPY at the open was sort of trading in the range, so I really couldn't mess with it. It didn't have no real direction. You could catch some money in there, but I need momentum and resolution for me to confirm I want to get in. So anyway, by 10 o'clock, no, 10:05, I notice now that it's coming down to some resistance. The very next candle, it does the same thing, a doji candle, but the lower wick meets the same resistance. So now we got a double bottom. I said, oh, okay. On the very next candle, we jump in on that double bottom and ride it up for 2 minutes. We get out, and that was another trade that we won on. We rolled it up into the moving average. So now we pretty much about 2% on the day, and we still not our favorite profit talking, which is 3%, but 2% is good enough. Like I told you before, all we need is to average between 2 and 3% by the time we get to day 140, and you'll see where our account is at, because that means we are moving in the right direction. All right, our next trade we got on, this is the one that we lost on, which was SPY at 1031 to the upside. All right, okay, cool. I'm watching this as it's squeezing up at 1020. It breaks through the moving average, 1025, candle indecision, 1030. It comes to the moving average. So I jump in at 1031 on this next candle. But this candle gave us a fake out breakout move, because when it opens up, it shoots up real crazy. So I'm thinking some heavy buyers jumped in, and we're going to run through the the 200-day moving average. You can see it there. It breaks through that immediately. We jump in, and it immediately fakes back. So we actually got in up here at the upper wick. So now we got in too high. So at 1032, we trying to bring down our cost basis. We're still in the red now. So now I need the price action to break through the 200-day moving average, or else it's going to be a red trade. So we're holding. It comes up to the 200-day moving average, does nothing. It fades back. We add again on the next candle at 1046 in hopes that it's going to break the 200. It does not. All it does is retest it and come back down. And at 1050, I noticed it's starting to show some weakness. So it's time to get out. So we got out and we gave back some of the profits. That was cool. So now we have 1% or something like that. But I'll take it. It's still a green day, but we're not done yet, because we got a lot of buying power left, and we trade 2 more times. Our next trade was on SPY to the downside at 1051. As I noticed now, after we got out that candle, and I noticed that there was some signs of weakness, we immediately said, you know what, the weakness is winning right now. Let's just jump on this one and ride it down to the moving average. That's exactly what we did. We rode it down to the moving average, and at 1055, when that candle closed, we add, because I saw now that we had some good downward pressure. We jump in with 2 contracts. We ride it down. It breaks through the moving average. Now we make back the profits we lost on, and now we at 2.8% now on the day, because 2 contracts and breaking through the moving average. So now we sitting pretty. But I said we still not 3%, and I still think I got a pulse on the market. Let's trade one more time before we done for the day. And at 11:03, we jump into the upside. This candle closes at 11 o'clock. We jump in on this one at 11:03 as it's squeezing back up to the 200-day moving average. Now it wants to retest it. Remember, it tested it a few candles ago and didn't break through. But anybody who can read the charts, the bulls knew that if it got back up there, it would break through. And I knew that as well. So as it comes back up to retest it, I'm in that contract. I'm in that candle. As it squeezes up to the 200, I won't add until I see it actually break through. It finally breaks through. I add at 11:13, because sometimes they'll break through and come right back down. I had to make sure we had a lot of momentum and resolution saying that we're gonna break through. I see that. I add the next candle, and as it rides up, woo! We get out for another green trade, and that puts us at the 3% mark. You can see it there. Boy, when I say today we was focused, y'all, we were focused. As we continue growing this account, we almost at the next level, which is the $1,600 level, just to see where this account came from and now where we at. But this is nothing, y'all, to where we going. Don't let your foot off the gas now. This is where we continue to move forward. We got momentum and continue to trade your profitable strategy. Remember, you don't got to make this hard on yourself. If you got some extra money, you can throw that on there. Why? Because that only becomes extra money to buy more contracts, and because your strategy is profitable, compound interest on that. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. That's what we doing. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all today. We'll be back at this tomorrow for day number 88. All right, y'all. Peace.